Hello there, I'm Jimmy Vegas and welcome to the 17th video in a series of game development tutorials on how to make your own scary survival horror game in Unity. In this tutorial we'll be covering a door slamming open and playing some jump scare sounds in preparation for when our first monster appears. Remember to subscribe and click the notification bell to stay up to date with every tutorial I upload. Feel free to leave a comment and drop a like. I also have a Patreon page where you can help be a part of this channel, and you'll also find little scripts and the assets to this series there too, along with plenty of other things. You can also now join as a free member. Now, on with the tutorial. So up till this point, we've got our door here, and we know we go through here. The only real jump scare we have is we created these boxes just behind the canvas quite some time ago. And the idea of this one is this is going to be a very audio-based jump scare. And we'll go through this door. Then there will be another door, but when we get close to that door, it's going to slam open, bang, play a jump scare sound, and eventually we'll have the monster appear there. So, let's get all that into place. And it's actually a lot simpler than what it sounds. Firstly, what we need to do is add the door in there. So let's go and find the door, which is in the assets, metal door. And let's drag and drop it into place. So round about there. And it's up to you what you want to do. You know, this whole design stage is your piece here. And what I am going to do is I'm just going to make it a very thin kind of corridor. So I'm going to place that wall just there. So the door kind of looks just fine. Yep. And then I'm going to place another piece of wall just on the other side, just so there's no real place to go. So you know the next bit is going to be through that door. Like so. So as we go through here a little bit more, obviously, you've got the case of, there's your jump scare. So, now what we need to do is animate this door, much in the same way as we did with the other one, but we need it to be slightly different because it needs to be much quicker and come towards us. Let's first change the name of it to Jump Door, obviously jump being short for jump scare. Let's go to Animation, and Animation tab, and then click on Create. Let's have this as Jump Anim Door. And then all we need to do is press record and set the first keyframe. So we're only going to be doing this on the y-axis. So we need to set that as 1 and set it to 0. That sets our first keyframe. And then it's up to you how quickly you want this door to open. For me, I feel like a very speedy opening is what we would need here. So I'm going to go to frame probably 20 and then set the Y rotation so as it looks like it has just slammed open. So about there. Next, we need to press the record button to stop, head back to your project window, click on the jump anim door and untick loop time. The next thing we need to do is make sure that that animation will only trigger whenever we trigger it ourselves. We don't want it to be the initial animation that plays. So what we need to do is we need to go to our jump door right here, right click, create state, empty, and then set that as the default state. That means that if we press play, the door will remain closed. So let's go in, click on C, and you can see the door remains closed. Perfect. So the next thing we need to do is much in the same way as we did with our previous trigger, which is this here, I believe. It needs to be set as a trigger and it needs a script to basically enable us to slam the door open and play the audio. So that's what we're going to do. Let's go to Game Object, 3D Object, Cube. And let's place this cube wherever you want. Now, it's up to you how far in advance you want this to trigger. Because it is a corridor, like I say, you could have it trigger as soon as you step through here, or you could have it trigger just as you get towards the door. It's entirely up to you. But what we need to do is make sure that this trigger covers the entire section here, so you cannot miss that trigger. So you can stretch it about there. Doesn't matter if it intersects the walls or anything like that, because there's no way the player's getting past. Next thing, tick is trigger in your box collider, and then untick mesh renderer. Let's rename this to door jump scare trig. Next thing we need to do is we need to import some audio which are going to play that role of the jump scare. So let's go to our audio folder, go to effects, and let's drag and drop some audio files. So let's go to this one here. And drag and drop these two sound files. And if you go to the pinned comment or the link in the description, you can go and download them for free. So, what do we do now? Well, let's now create the script which will allow us to do all of this. Let's go to our scripts folder. Let's right click, create a new script. And let's have this as door jump scare. Open that up in Visual Studio. So there are a couple of variables that we need to add into this. We probably will modify it a little bit later on as well. But initially we need to have those 2 audio files, and we need to have the door as the 3 main triggers. So let's get rid of the annotations, and let's get rid of void start and update as well. Actually, we don't think we need those. Let's start by saying serialize field, because we want to declare our first variable, and it's going to be audio source, and it will be piano scare. So it's like a really high pitch piano sound. You'll see it all come together. The second audio file, so is serialize field, audio source, and this one is going to be like a loud bang, so the door slams open. So we'll have this as door slam. The next one will have serialize field. It's not an audio source, it is a game object. And this one will be, I'll just call it the door, as simple as that. So we're going to be playing the animation for it. So next what we need to do is we need to have on trigger enter. So we need to say void on trigger enter. Doesn't need to be private, so we can get rid of it. And what we need to do is say the door dot get component, and in brackets is it animation or animator? Do you know what? I cannot remember. Let's just make sure we've got the same one here. So it's animator. Of course it is. Animation's legacy. So animator, open close bracket, dot, play, and in brackets and quotes, the name of our animation that we just created. And like I always do, I prefer to go to the animation folder and copy the name of the animation. At least that way there is never any chance of an error in spelling. And semicolon. So what that's going to do, as soon as we enter this box collider, it's going to play that animation. Next thing we need to do is have the piano scare play and the door slam. So piano scare dot play, open close bracket, semicolon, and then we need to say door slam dot play as well. Finally, we need to be able to not repeat this, so we need to say this dot get component, and in spiky brackets, box collider, open close bracket, dot enabled equals false, semicolon. And let's save that just for now. So like I said, the idea is that we step into this trigger and all of this happens. So we now need to make sure that we set things correctly. And remember, when you get to this point in development in Unity, you've got multiple objects doing different things. You have to make sure that you do select the right things. So let's go to Unity and let's make sure that we drag and drop the script that we just wrote onto the correct object. So scripts, and it is... So there it is, isn't it? Door jump scare. So that goes onto there. So now we need to add the audio to this. And I cannot remember. It's level control, isn't it? There we go. So sound effects. So in the sound effects folder, let's right click and create empty. Let's have this as piano scare. And hold control, press D. And let's call this one door bang. Next, we need to drag and drop the sound effects that we imported earlier. So metal bang will go onto there, and high key piano goes onto there. Make sure you untick play on awake on both of those objects, because we only want them to play whenever we trigger it via the script. So next, let's make sure that we do set up all of this trigger correctly, because I just want to double check with this door here. So remember, as we went through this door, there was different triggers, I believe. Let's just make sure we do select the right ones on here, because the animator is on the door. Yes, sorry, I was just checking there. So next thing is back on that jump scare trigger. Let's set those variables. So let's have piano scare. Then let's have the door bang. And then the door will be our jump door. So, fingers crossed, when we play this now, everything should be as expected. So remember, this comes at a time when the player probably isn't expecting something to suddenly sound and something happen. Do you know what I mean? So that is the idea of how a jump scare actually works here. And it will look better if it wasn't so bright in here. So let's take this. Let's do the Bernie of the web. And then carry on. Let's go through this door. Perfect. And let's see if this works. There we go. So the next thing what you need to imagine here is there would be a monster behind that door. I feel like the door maybe opened a bit too slowly. So what I want to do is let me show you how we can kind of modify this to make it sound a bit more, well, or seem a bit more cooler, I guess. So let's go to our jump door. Let's go to animation. Let's press record and let's bring this keyframe to there. So this should open much quicker now. Press record once again. And for ease of time, let's take our player and let's just bring him straight into this corridor here rather than have to do everything all over because that just wastes time. And is he in the corridor? No, he's not. There he is. Okay, so let's see how this looks and sounds now. There we go. So you work with what you've got there. You know, if you want the high-pitched piano sound to be, you know, more high-pitched, you could change it in the settings. You know, you could change the pitch there. If you want it double loud or whatever, or you want the door to open more slowly and have a more chill kind of piano vibe, it's entirely up to you. It's your game at the end of the day. So the idea of what we've done here, like I said, is that door slams open and a monster will be there in the next tutorial. So yeah, next tutorial we'll have the monster appear there and we'll start looking at adding a gun in that we need to go and find to go and then shoot the monster that appears. So yeah, as I said as well, all assets are in the pinned comment if you do need to get it. And remember to subscribe, click the notification bell, stay up to date with every tutorial I upload. And I will see you in the next one.